While we were in contact with our narcissist, even limited contact, light contact, all the way through no contact, we had this constant feeling and sense of dread. Now, I'm speaking from personal experience, of course. This constant feeling of what if? What if the narcissist came home in a bad mood and just blew up? What if the narcissist told my friends this false story? And what if my friend came to me and wanted to know if this was true? And what if that rumor spread? What if the cops were called? What if, what if, what if, what if? Constantly living on the edge, pins and needles, eggshells. What if this happens? That right there is a clear sign and signal of PTSD, or post-traumatic stress disorder, without a doubt, because it carries into our adult lives very easily. So what happens? Even after we break contact and go no contact with our narcissist, even if we have limited contact or create solid boundaries, we constantly still have that little bit in us, and maybe some of us a lot, of anxiety going, what if this happens? What if this person shows up at my door? What if my employer is called? What if this? What if that? What if that? That constant feel of anxiety, it's no wonder so many of us suffer from anxiety. It's so it's no wonder that so many of us suffer from trust issues. What if? How do we get rid of that? I mean, after all we want to do is live peaceful, normal, healthy lives. We want to be happy. And it's difficult to be happy if we constantly have this little thing in the back of our mind saying, what if this happens? I'm afraid that they're going to show up my door any minute. I'm afraid that I'm going to go into my email and there's going to be a notice from there. It's going to bring me all back again, which it does, right? If you get an email from your abuser out of nowhere after weeks, after months, after years, don't you get that gut-wrenching feeling again? Even the mention of his or her name. What if you come across that person? How do we get rid of the what ifs so we can live that peaceful life that I just mentioned? Because once we reach that peaceful life, we're going to open up and be able to experience happiness. There's no more room for the hatred, the vile evil, the what ifs. We're going to be able to open ourselves up and be loved. We're going to be able to experience what it's like to be liked. I'm going to talk about what I did, what I clearly did. And it took a while for me to eliminate the what ifs and the stress and the anxiety. I had it for years after no contact. I still have it just a little bit today. When something good goes my way, what if she comes into my life and throws a monkey wrench into it? What will I do then? But it's greatly diminished. Here's what I did. I sent an email and a certified return receipt requested letter notifying that this person was not to contact me in any shape or form using any medium, written, electronic, telephonic, any type of communication. The consequences would be the police would be called for harassment, and I would notify my attorney as well. And I will do that in a heartbeat. I made that clear. But here's what I really did. Here's the icing on the cake. I gave it time. There are some things that only time will heal. And I allowed myself to trust again. I took tangible, measurable action. I will follow up on that if I have to. I made sure that the narcissist knew that there would be a swift and severe consequence, and I would have done it in a heartbeat. I followed my own rules of no contact. Rules before I understood no contact that I myself had broken before after no contact for 25 years. So if you've done that, don't beat yourself up. That's going to keep you in that cycle. Give yourself a break and take the next step forward. Remember, I did a video. It's always 2 steps forward, 1 step back. Specifically and especially when you're first starting no contact. But the real key here to eliminating the what ifs is time. Early on, you're going to experience a lot of these. You're going to experience a great deal of the tapes that I mentioned because your nerves are fried. You're in constant anxiety. Time. Time of no contact. Exactly as if you had a wound on your skin or a bone that became broken. It takes time to heal. The same exact measures are required for healing from narcissistic abuse. Time. Here's something else. I mentioned before giving yourself a break. Why don't you try doing that? I know it's hard. I know more than anyone that it's so difficult to look at yourself and go, you're a pretty decent person. You deserve to be liked. You deserve to be loved. Don't let that other noise affect you. For years it's been pounding into us the exact opposite of that. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a really honest break. And if you don't believe you can, please believe that I believe you can. If you believe in someone else, that they believe in you, hang on to that. Use that. And I'm telling you right now, I'm telling you, and I'm not patronizing you. I believe you can. I know you can. I know for a fact that you're going to get through this. So please believe me when I tell you you're going to get through this. That should reduce some of that anxiety. That should remove some of the what ifs, or at least quiet them down a little bit. Now, once you do that, again, you're going to open yourself up. You're going to open yourself up to forming trusting relationships, to forming unconditional friendships. Open yourself up to being liked and to being loved. Why am I telling you this? I'm telling you this in a strong voice because I never thought it could happen to me. Never in a million years. Remember in one of my videos I said my therapist kept on telling me there's always hope, there's always hope, there's always hope, and I could never see it. He was right. I'm telling you on the other side, that's going to work. I need you to believe me, please, that I believe that you are going to get through this. Those what ifs will diminish. I know. I feel you. I get how much anxiety they cause you. I get how much pain. I get how they disturb your sleep. My God, there were days, straight days, where I couldn't sleep. And that really affected my mental health to the point where I wanted to check myself into a hospital. When you start giving it some time, when you start relaxing and believing in yourself and understanding and believing that I believe that you deserve to be liked and to be loved, you're going to sleep better. Your mental health is going to get stronger. You're going to open yourself to be liked and loved. Please believe that I believe you. It's going to happen. I wouldn't be telling you this unless I felt very strongly. You're going to stumble a couple times. You're going to fall back once or twice, but you're going to make great strides in progress. And that's going to outweigh it. I promise you. I'm not one to BS you. Those what ifs, that feeling of anxiety, it'll get better. Have peace in knowing that I believe that you're going to get through this. I believe it strongly. Thank you.